Hello everyone, we're back again here for another unboxing of the DC deck building game, and today we're going to showcase the Justice League Dark Kickstarter all content pledge. Flashpoint, we have the crossover Crisis pack, Rivals Shazam and Black Adam, the respective playmat for that. We have over here the Legion of Doom expansion pack, the challenge of the Super Friends cartoon back in the day, and they made an expansion, mini expansion for that. This is not new, this is the Rebirth, but I didn't have it, so I decided to get it. This is the Crossover Collection 2. We're gonna go over these two, and the Crisis Collection 2, and of course the main event, which is the Justice League Dark box, as well as a few promos over here, the Confrontations coin, right, and some sleeves, and also the additional dividers. These here, all this wasn't included, so I had to put add-ons for that. So the sleeves, these dividers, and the oversized dividers as well. So this box is the usual size for standalone sets, and it also includes a expansion. This is an exclusive expansion for Justice League Dark. They did it for the Kickstarter, so it's also included in here. One of the stretch goals made these seal tokens of better quality. So here are the cards for the main deck. They also included here a divider for the multiverse boxes, right? Here are more cards for that. The randomizer card, which is also for the multiverse mode. And here we have the oversized characters for that. So I'm gonna go over these as well. I'm not gonna unpack everything. I'm not gonna unwrap these because there are a lot of cards in this, and the last time we did this was like almost an hour of video. But yeah, if you want to go through all the cards, there are a lot of people doing these unboxes, so I recommend going on YouTube. There are a lot of videos, different videos that are showcasing each and every one of these cards. We may do this, I don't know, no promises. There's a lot of content in here. I also have to sort everything in the boxes. So yeah, probably not, but anyway, there are a lot of people doing the same thing. The Rebirth packs, these are one-shot packs. We have the Time Heist and Cry for Justice. This is Green Arrow and Black Canary. That's why Cry for Justice. And this one, I believe it's Vixen and who's the Atom, I think it is. Don't remember now. Over here we have some promos, right? They sent us these two. Well, in my case, I have doubled because I have two boxes. I have the regular multiverse box and the super villains box. I got both of them because I wanted to future-proof my collection. If you only get one of these boxes, I'm gonna show you guys here. If you only get one of these boxes and you decide to put your collection in here, it's not gonna fit everything. Well, it would fit everything if you had everything until the Multiverse Kickstarter, right? So this included Injustice and everything. So it's all here except for the Teen Titans Go set. Also have to consider the fact that these are not sleeved, okay? As you can see here, some of the oversized cards are sleeved, some of them are not. Some of the regular cards are sleeved, some of them are not. So if you sleeve everything, it's not gonna fit in here. Definitely it won't fit in here. So that's one thing to consider if you want to get these boxes for your entire collection. So now that I have the second Kickstarter, which is this one that we're looking at, I'm gonna use this supervillain box, which was shrink wrapped up until today. So as you can see, the tokens are still here. There are gonna be repeats for this because they include a different mode for a different multiverse mode. So these are the tokens that you use for that. So here are the dividers, here are the multiverse cards. So basically I have these twice because since I got both boxes, the oversized characters as well. And these boxes, these are for tokens, right? So as I mentioned, my Teen Titans Go set is in here. It's sleeved, but now I have room for everything else, for the new content, which is what we mentioned here. Also, as I said, I didn't have everything. That's everything but Crossovers Pack 1, Crossovers Pack 2, both Crisis Packs, and Rebirth. So these are the things that were missing from the previous collection, right? So those were not in the box as well. So that's another thing for your consideration. Since I got everything for this Kickstarter, they sent me again this promo pack. I already had it, so now I have a double. Already had Zatanna Zatara for Gen Con 2022, yes. And these are new. These are for Gen Con 2023. Is a generic promo for Birds of Prey and Avery Howe, Savitar. So these are for the rivals for Flash and Reverse Flash. And then we have Injustice General Zod for the Injustice expansion. So I mentioned these, we have two here actually. That's why I have it twice, because I have two boxes, so they sent two of these. So these cards originally, Bombshell's event and Brightest Day event, they originally came in the previous Kickstarter, the Multiverse Box one. And the issue was that the backs of the cards were not these. They actually printed the wrong back. They used this back for regular cards, which is incorrect. We needed these ones. So people had to sleeve their cards to use the events, these two. Now they don't have anymore. If you backed this Kickstarter as well, they included this if you got the Multiverse box. They're sending us dividers for pretty much everything. So every time you get one of these boxes, if you see a divider like this and a randomizer card, it's for the Multiverse box. So the collection has dividers for both of these. This one has dividers for all of these three. The dividers even for the Legion of Doom, which is this box. If you look at it, it looks like, oh, it's a big box for like 13 cards only. Or so, something like that. 17, 16, I don't know. Don't remember now. Let's see. 13, yes, 13 cards. So they have included a divider for that as well. So if you are mad organizer, you're gonna need these too. So they included that. This box for the rivals, this is actually the Kickstarter box, as you can see here. This is not the regular box for rivals Shazam and Black Adam. It will not be it will not have this foil treatment when you get it on retail, right? Also, this one here, this Crisis Pack, this is exclusive for the Kickstarter. Maybe they will have it down the line. I don't know. Maybe they'll sell it down the line. This is Crossover Pack 10. It's similar to Bombshells. All these little boxes, it's not a base set. You know, you need one of these boxes like this, like Justice League Dark, any base set, and then you include this. Even the Rivals one, because this is for 2-player, and these big boxes are for 4 players or even more. So yeah, this one it's to combine with the other sets. And every time you get a crossover pack, they will tell you which one it fits thematically, and in terms of mechanics, they will tell you which base set you should probably use that with. For example, if we go here through Crossovers Collection 2, I already had Legion of Superheroes because I did not know they were gonna make this. And I couldn't find JSA and Green Arrow because they were out of print. So thankfully they made this box. Now I have them, but I have a repeat of this now. Again, dividers. Here they say set recommendations for each one of them. So for Justice Society, use Forever Evil, or Green Arrow, Heroes Unite, and Teen Titans for Legion of Superheroes. So it doesn't, you don't actually have to use it with these. It's just that it makes sense to use these packs with those base sets. And this is probably the most interesting thing, the Green Arrow one, because originally they did this for the TV show. So they were also going to include in this box Batman Ninja, but they couldn't secure the rights for that again. So it's not available for the moment, and it's really, really rare. I actually got mine like a few months ago, luckily. Like one of the last packs around the planet. And then we have here Green Arrow and the contents. So now in this set you don't have the pictures of the show anymore, which did not fit thematically with the rest of the content, because everything is using, you know, the visuals from the comics, and then you have something popping on a table that's like a picture of an actor, and that's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I understand the reason why they did it, because the show was a big thing back then, but nowadays doesn't make any sense. So this reprint is actually a great idea. So even here we have the cards also. They actually renamed some of the cards. So, for example, what we had before, Slade Wilson, for example, now it's Deathstroke, because they had, for example, here Deadshot, Count Vertigo, Malcolm, Ravager, Deathstroke. These were the names, the alter ego names of the characters, and the picture of the actor or the actress. Now we have the characters, the heroes, the villains from the comics themselves. What do we have here? Flashpoint. This is interesting. This is a new expansion with a new mechanic that involves this here, the timeline up. Timeline up. Usually in the game we have the lineup, which is this section of the game where we put the cards that we acquire for our decks. Now we have this additional timeline up that's comprised of 3 cards. So you place 3 cards on the table for this. These are very, very powerful cards, and that's the reason why they have this minus victory points here. Usually we don't get negative points when we get cards for our deck. As you can see here, they're usually positive, but in this case, I don't know if this is a bright idea. I mean, it sure is interesting, but I think it can get really out of hand. I mean, if you're just having fun with your friends, I'm not going to be able to unwrap this now. If you're just having fun with your friends, I think it's a neat mechanic, but in the end, it can be quite overpowering. Some of these cards are nuts. What else? So over here we have Shazam and Black Adam. So previously they had the additional coin, because I got a separate one, but they included in here. In the regular box, you're not gonna have this one. Also, some of the cards have foil treatment. I believe the regular game will not have this foil treatment, and also there are some Kickstarter exclusive cards here. They did the same thing for Flash and Reverse Flash in the last Kickstarter, so we had like 10 or so exclusive Kickstarter cards, and they did the same thing for this one. Even the foil treatment, it's something neat when you have like an exclusive box. Same thing goes for this one. For the Justice League Dark, this is not the regular box, by the way. This is an exclusive alternative art. When you get the box, it's gonna be this art here, the one in the playmat. So it's a different one. Not really all that different, but it's a little bit different. And this is the newest base set, so if you get this, you can play the game regularly. You don't need anything else. Just this box is okay. The Rebirth one, as well as I mentioned, and Arrivals, Black Adam, and Shazam as well. So here we go. We have Deadman, Madame Xanadu, John Constantine, because if I say Constantine, people are gonna, you know, get my throat. Zatanna, Detective Chimp, Ragman, Wonder Woman, Dr. Fate, Man-Bat in the hero side. I mean, you have to read Justice League Dark and then you're gonna understand this because nobody else will. Swamp Thing, and then we have the villains, Witch Marked Cersei, Enchantress, the Floronic Man, Papa Midnight, Solomon Grundy, Born on a Monday, Clarion, the Witch Boy. This character actually was created in the 70s, I believe, but it started to make an appearance on the animated series and Justice League animated series, or Batman animated series, and then they brought it back. Black Adam and Felix Faust. Right? So these are all the characters, and they have the foil treatment that I mentioned. These foil cards are way better than they used to be, but now Cryptozoic improved their game, if you know what I mean. And now they have this amazing foil treatment and art. Some of these artists are from all over the world, even Brazil. So one thing that I wanted to get for these are, and this is new as well, the oversized sleeves for these cards. Regularly we need for the main deck. For the other cards we have these sleeves here. So this is 100 sleeves and this is 100 sleeves. Right? Of course, there aren't 100 characters. There are way more than 100 characters, so I'll probably just leave my favorite ones, or the ones that I think they're most playable. Because some of these characters, they go well in certain sets, they make no sense when you're playing different sets. So I'll probably just leave the most basic ones, the ones that we can use in every game. And let me explain here these dividers. These additional dividers, they were created because the original Multiverse box did not have, well, at least for some people in terms of organization, they did not have enough dividers for the way that people like to organize their boxes. And here we have some additional ones for Crisis, these purple ones for cards that have the purple back. Not the back, but I mean the background of the card. And for some of the Rivals cards, instead of kicks, we have cards that are white background. These are super moves, and also for Rebirth, there are cards that are like mobility cards that have this background as well. So these three are additional, like, future proofing, but not really for these, because these ones, we have all the sets, all the original sets here, everything that was released, the base set, Heroes United, Forever Evil, Teen Titans, Confrontations. So they put Confrontations along with the Rivals because they have the same rules. Dark Knight's Metal, one of the best sets they made for one of the weirdest stories that DC has made. And then we have Injustice, Justice League Dark, the latest one, Rebirth, and for the Multiverse Box, and for crossovers, and for Crisis packs, right? So everything here is for, these are dividers only for the characters. So as you can see, it's the same size, right? So these are dividers only for the characters. Of course, they will be releasing additional sets, but I don't think they will give us oversized. I wish they did. I don't think they will give us oversized dividers for the later sets. So this is where these guys enter. You know, so you use these whenever you think you ran out of dividers. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the crossover Crisis pack is interesting for as a new way of playing Crisis. Crisis was a game that could take a little longer than usual. It's co-op, and this kind of solves that issue. You can make your game quicker, and it also goes well with where is it here? With Justice Society of America, because if you're playing this Crisis pack, it will include characters, the Crisis version of these characters. So it's basically the same characters but fit for co-op. So here we go: Dr. Fate, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, Power Girl, Stargirl and Stripesy, The Flash, Jay Garrick, and Wildcat, one of my favorite characters of the JSA. So it's basically that. I think that wraps up everything. I will not unpack these because this is like a legacy game. Rebirth is like a legacy game. It's best if you play the game, you know, it's like a surprise, because these are like 8 scenarios and these are additional scenarios. So you're supposed to only open these as the story goes on. So I'm not gonna spoil it for any of you. So I'm not gonna unpack this. I know what it's in here, kinda, but I'm not gonna do it in camera because it wouldn't be nice. So yeah, that's it. Oh yes, of course, forgot to mention the Crisis pack. These here were quite rare. You know, you couldn't find them anywhere these days. Crisis pack 3 and 4 for Forever Evil and Teen Titans. So if you guys wanted these, if you don't have these, this is the best way to get it. It's not exclusive. None of this is exclusive, so you can get it afterwards. It will be available in Cryptozoic's website or your local retail store. So don't worry. As I mentioned, the only thing is that this box is going to be a different cover. This box is going to be different cover. This is not available. This is exclusive, unfortunately. I don't know if they plan to sell it later on or if they're going to make it available in a new Kickstarter in the future. I think Flashpoint will be available. I don't know if Bombshells, they did the same thing, but I think it will be available. And Crossover Crisis Pack, it's exclusive, right, for this Kickstarter. So that's it. That's a lot of things. And that's why I will not be able to showcase everything. Now I have to put all of this in this box and leave some of these cards. But I hope you guys had fun. If you guys are still waiting for your pledge to arrive, don't worry, they are coming. Most of the North American pledges are already fulfilled. I don't live in America, I live in Europe, so this This was supposed to arrive after the 10th because their logistics hub is located in France, but luckily, I mean, most of the orders will arrive after the 10th. I'm recording this on May 9th. So don't worry, they will arrive. I was lucky enough to get them here in Portugal quicker, right? So that's it. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. So here's the final configuration of both boxes with everything in them. So this one, I put everything for Rebirth, Dark Knight's Metal, and Injustice. Some of the starters, kicks, the kicks for the rival sets are here. Weaknesses, additional starters, specific starters are there. The superheroes and supervillains for these sets are here as well. I've got all the crises here, Crossover Crisis, Legion of Doom, and Justice League Dark, as well as Teen Titans Go. Over here, I have all the rivals, confrontations, all the base sets, original set, Heroes United, Forever Evil, Teen Titans, the remaining weaknesses, the randomizers, all the crossover packs, the remaining superheroes and supervillains for these sets, as well as the characters for these sets, the multiverse locations. I believe all the promos are back here, all the promo characters, and over here, same thing. I have the crossover characters, Crisis characters, Dark Knight's Metal, Justice League Dark, Rebirth. The respective tokens for these are here, as well as here. And there's only one issue. Some of the components for Injustice are too big for these boxes. It doesn't matter if I try to split them between both boxes. These are the deluxe cardboard counters for the Kickstarter. So as you can see, these are quite thick. They will not fit here. The remaining tokens, I could have put the Injustice tokens in one of the boxes, but since I'm already keeping everything for Injustice in here, I decided to put there. As well as the one-shot packs for Rebirth 1 and 2, they do not fit. I mean, they could fit if you put them like this, you know, but, and of course, once you open them, they will fit. And what else? As you can see, not everything is sleeved, right? Same thing goes for this box. Not everything is sleeved. There is some remaining space here, 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 as well as here and here and here. So theoretically, you could sleeve everything and maybe it will fit. But as it goes for now, both boxes fit the entirety of the DC collection, and that accounts for all the promos that have been released as well. So that's it.